Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday, November 13th. Well, the core of the Arctic cold air mass is sitting right on top of the region right now. Temperatures way down in the 20s here in the mid-Atlantic region, the suburbs of Philadelphia. And today will be another very chilly day for this time of the year. Highs this afternoon, despite plenty of sunshine, will struggle to pass 40 degrees, and the wind chills will be even lower, as there still will be kind of a stiff breeze out of the northwest. Cold again tonight. Some modification in temperatures tomorrow. More noticeable improvement in the temperature department come Friday and Saturday and Sunday. In fact, Sunday afternoon could be some 20 degrees warmer than what we'll experience this afternoon. That warm-up is rather short-lived as well. Sunday and Monday look to be quite mild, but then another strong cold front comes through later Monday, ushering colder air again into the mid-Atlantic region for Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Well, we've shown this map over the last few mornings to see the progression of this cold air outbreak. This is the 24-hour temperature change map from the Penn State EWOL site. Notice this morning the big drop in temperatures compared to yesterday morning is way down there and now in the southeastern part of the country, just upstream. Big warm-up. So this is kind of telling us that indeed this will continue to progress rapidly to the south and east. And not too long from now, it'll be warmer air again, moving in, poised to move into the mid-Atlantic region by Friday, and especially for Saturday and Sunday, and again into the Monday part of of next week. But this morning, much colder conditions across the southeastern quadrant as that Arctic air plunged all the way south to the Gulf states. And indeed, there are some records being broken. In fact, let's take a look at that right now. This is a map from coolweather.com that shows the record-breaking low temperatures this morning with represented by these black circles, and all these other areas that are blue, any shade of blue or purple, represent near record low temperatures for the last 24 hours. So quite a widespread, impressively cold air mass all the way from New England down to the deep south. Again, several records being broken this morning for the coldest temperature for the last 24 hours in many of these cities, again represented by these black circles. So quite a widespread and unusual air mass for this time of the year on the chilly side of normal. Well, here's the current surface map, and again, that cold frontal system went all the way down into the Gulf of Mexico. Arctic high pressure diving to the deep south, again causing lots of record low temperatures this morning in the deep south and all the way up into New England. There are some record lows or near record lows. This high continues to move towards the south and east over the next 24 to 48 hours or so, and eventually this southwesterly air will pump in some milder air into the mid-Atlantic region, especially noticeable on Friday, and that milder trend continues this week and into the early part of next week. But then again, it does look like that'll be rather short-lived as well, as a strong cold front comes through the early part of next week. And it looks like we'll be back into a cold air mass by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. In fact, let's take a look at some of these forecast maps into the early part of next week. Well, using last night's Zero-Z GFS model run, we're looking at surface forecast maps for the next 4 mornings: Thursday morning, Friday morning, Saturday morning, and Sunday morning. By tomorrow morning, that Arctic high drives all the way down to Georgia. Remember, it started here about a week ago, way up in this region right here, and it's just continuing to dive to the south and east. When you have Arctic high settling in the deep south this time of the year, you certainly get some record lows, and indeed that's what's occurring this morning. And again, tomorrow morning I expect to see the same thing. Notice on the backside, a strong southwesterly flow of air pumping milder air first into the Ohio Valley and eventually into the Mid-Atlantic region. Let's now jump ahead to Friday morning's forecast map. Well, by Friday morning, that high moves off the east coast. Rather quick movement, and southwesterly flow is starting to develop here. Will be noticeably milder on Friday. Tomorrow, again, will be slightly milder than today, but still way below normal for this time of the year. I think the real noticeable increase in temperatures will come on Friday afternoon and then continue right into the weekend. Let's now jump ahead to Saturday morning. Oh, by Saturday morning, high pressure is still kind of hanging along the east coast, part of it off the east coast. South winds are pumping in much milder air into the Great Lakes region. Notice upstream, though, already colder air starting to build up here, as has been the case over the last several weeks. Another cold air mass, another cold Canadian high starting to get itself organized up in the early part of the weekend. Let's now jump ahead to Sunday morning. And here by Sunday morning, south winds are pumping in milder air, and some showers are possible by Sunday afternoon. Looks like the heaviest of the rainfall coming with this next frontal system will probably hold off till Sunday night and Monday. You can see a lot of moisture gathering itself here out over the middle part of the country, the Midwest by the early morning hours on Sunday. Upstream, here it is, another Canadian high pressure system with a cold air mass moving into the northern plains by the latter part of the weekend. That continues to move south and east over the early part of next week, reaching the mid-Atlantic region with another cold air mass, it looks like, Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. But that will follow an increase in temperatures or milder conditions for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Well, that's it for now for the SIWeather.com. I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.